better believe it. We're recording, yeah?
Yeah, we've been recording.
All right, what's up? Wait, Chris.
has my back, dude. Get that out of my
Are you
shot.
comfy? Are you excited to be
Yeah,
here?
dude. Oh my God.
Are you
made
gonna
a lot of
sweat though?
changes.
You could also grab your tee if you're gonna get your tank top if you're gonna be too hot. I just feel bad for
I might
y'all.
sweat, you know.
I'm
but
like a notorious
little
non-sweater.
Sports gloss, is kind of sexy.
You don't remember when we did the first episode here because you're our first returner, our first person back. Episode. Wait,
Can you hear that?
is this episode 20?
No.
Yeah, it is.
No,
let's
it's
call it that.
19. It's 19,
Can you
right?
release it as
It's
the
19.
20th, dude?
I know, I
Don't
thought it
disrespect
was
me
it.
with a 19.
Because Dean was saying, Chris, every 20th will just come
God.
on. I was like, yeah, that'd be sick.
God, you didn't even welcome me at the door, dude. You're going to put me at the 19th episode instead of the...
I didn't welcome at you the
20th.
door, but I gave you the code to the building because I want you to come in at any free
Which
time.
is
at
1, 2,
point.
3, 4, 5, by the way. Docs.
Wait, Chris, you want to pull up the old shot so we can reminisce a little?
Yes.
Yeah.
It just
Dude, you've made a lot of changes, man. It looks amazing in here. I love that I started the toy trend.
100%.
That's the OG right there.
And he's got a little sword. And he was here. He's just a little too tall, and the lights are so bright, it just blows it out. So that's the reason why.
Yeah, no, it's not. Way in the
Well,
back,
I'm just-
dude.
there's
No
no-
Let's
nosebleeds.
go
It's
back to
great.
that at a later point. I have to fix something.
Okay, that's fine. We just had the clip up to show like what the space looked like before.
You're
for
doing that in
episode
real
one.
time? Dude, Chris is a magician.
What are you talking
man.
about? He's right there. Look at
I'm
him. He's doing it
troubleshooting
all.
right now.
He's
this
doing
guy
it all.
Chris deserves more credit. Now, actually, he gets a lot of credit, but this guy Chris, he slaps. That's all I have to say.
Thank you.
Hitting it.
Dang, bro.
It's just not working. That's fire.
Slew's fine. I mean, Slew's cool, but Chris,
What I'm
that
talking
guy,
about.
man,
Oh, double shades.
double shade.
Can you not see without those glasses?
Yeah. So actually, I didn't have them the last time, huh?
Actually,
Did I not?
I don't
can't
remember. Yeah. No, I don't think
Yeah.
you did. No, you
Oh,
didn't.
why don't we just pull it up?
Your hair was a
Yeah.
lot shorter, also. Well, not a lot.
Yeah.
But you were just talking about.
What's
you
Yeah,
guys-
these are
screen
prescription, and like
That's
when
just
I
the home screen, Chris.
Okay.
like apparently. Like it's a common thing when people first get glasses that they like kind of forget to wear them, and it takes a couple months
Oh,
to
really?
like actually wear them regularly.
Acclimate.
The second I put these on, man, I was like, "Whoa, I've been blind for a long time."
This is the first episode, dude.
This is also the first time we met in person.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, look at us, man. My hair was longer then, dude.
No, it wasn't. I feel like it's
It
longer
is.
now. Mine's
Okay.
shorter there.
Dang, we are handsome, huh?
You are too. We're handsome boys. Look at this. Also,
It's
Noth-
so
look at
nothing
that
there,
old
dude.
school setup. The jank. I love it.
Dude, look at that, man.
Memories.
You got a 3D animator? You do that?
No, my homie did.
It's fire.
Oh,
fire.
look at
Look
that.
at us, dude. You've really upgraded,
Look at
man.
the
What is
setup.
that?
Yeah.
What is that like shoebox room, dude? Whose grandma's house is that,
Oh,
bro?
that's funny. Wow, these are ridiculous glasses.
God, you look great, man. Your clout is increasing
No,
rapidly.
All right, so let's just start. This is episode 19. We've been.
Oh,
We got the
We already
colored lights
started?
in the back.
I mean,
Yeah, no, okay.
probably.
Well, I'm just kind of I'm
Yeah,
resituating
yeah.
to not be as funny because we're serious artists
I
here,
know,
you
dude.
know?
I'm trying to make it, man. I'm just
Okay,
trying
so
to-
act like it.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
All right, so what's been new, Dean? We're just hanging around because this is the first repeat guest, and it's Dean. It's the number one guy who was on the first episode, and so we're just gonna talk about stuff. I want to just first
Yeah.
start off by because I don't talk about it enough, and literally every fucking day people are like, "You making NFTs?" Every new person who sees the
Mm.
studio for the first time is like, "Have you done NFTs? Have you done this?" I'm like, "No, I
Yeah.
haven't because I don't know. I just don't care. I don't
Because,
really
dude.
want to, or
Yeah.
I'm lazy and nervous and like don't
You're
know
waiting
how
for
to."
me, man.
Exactly. I don't know how to step in the space. And you're
Yeah.
in it, and you're working on some cool stuff with
Yeah.
Clay, the homie, also who's here.
Yeah, Clay's got Clay's
Shout
in
out
the
Clay.
NFT
He doesn't
biz.
have a camera, but
Goes my boy Clay Devlin. Follow him on Instagram, Twitter.
gang.
He's a essential part of the Brock League. Okay. But yeah, man, NFTs, dude. You know, people keep saying like I'm different now. You know what I mean? But it's just
Are
like
they?
yeah, everyone's like, yo, you're popping off in the NFT game. You're different now. But dude, I'm just the same chill guy.
Oh, people say that to you.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
What?
Dean, oh, you bought a couple NFTs cheap and you sold them high.
Really?
You're different
Wait,
now,
wait,
bro.
wait. We gotta talk about this. I gotta know about. That's sick. You really made profit.
Dude, I'm just trying to drink some yerba mate.
You're cocky as ever.
Dude, it's just regular, dude.
Beer,
Yeah.
IPA, and seltzer water. Gonna
Look,
squirt.
man, I'll be honest. I haven't really popped off in NFTs since
Yeah.
we last spoke.
Yeah.
My biggest NFT, like of my own personal artwork, was the fan art of the guy that I mentioned before, Roham Gargazu.
Yeah, I know. And I actually mentioned
Yeah.
that several times to people. I'm not talking about making money or being clout. I'm just saying the space.
That's
You're
what
doing
I'm talking
creative
about.
projects. I don't know. I just
It's the things that are important that people care about. And
half
I'm just
and
trying,
half. Yeah.
you know.
Do
I
you
just
care
wanna-
about though?
Yeah, man.
Okay, awesome. But are you doing it actually to obviously make money? Of course, where you need to support yourself. But like,
Yeah.
is it equally as gratifying as doing your
Here's what I'll
epic big paintings that you
Here's what
are
I'll
great
say.
at?
Here's what I'll say. It's got to the point now where I feel like instead of making art to make money, I'm now making money so I can make whatever I want.
I love that,
I'm making money,
and that's
to
valid
make
as
art.
fuck.
You know, like it's I don't have like a day job right now, and I'm able to just, you know, stay kind of like acutely aware of all the things in the NFT space and get in the good projects and flip them sometimes if I need to pay rent, hold on to some that are kind of long bets. And then I just have all the free time to make whatever I want. And honestly, it feels so freeing, man. Like my art is selling more, not that sales are what's important, but it's like interesting that now that I don't need to sell the paintings, and it's just kind of like someone will hit me up like for a commission, and I'm like, you know, this is the price, because my perception of money is so skewed. Like
100%.
there are many times you buy an NFT for like you know $400, and like it's worth suddenly like $7,000, you know. So like,
And then
I'm
you don't
like-
want to do anything for less than, you know,
Yeah,
because
it's
it's,
like-
a
it's like-
time versus
yeah, like-
ROI.
right. And then I guess there's something like before, you know, before like having an idea of what money was, it's like someone hits you up and you're like trying to get them on the hook. You're like, yeah, like I'll do this and I'll do this and I'll like, you know, make sure to get it to you in this time, and you're like selling yourself, and then it's almost like they resist. It's like this weird game. I don't know if you've dealt with that at all.
I don't really deal with like commissions or any of that really,
Yeah.
but I know what you
Yeah.
mean. But I love that. I think that's
Yeah.
great. And you're saying
Yeah.
when you're now that you're making money in the other way and you're focusing, when you do make your art, it's for you, not to sell, not to. You're saying it's
Yeah.
going even better.
I thought we were doing the glasses thing, and here I
Oh,
am
sorry.
looking like a
I
total
forgot. I forgot. You look
You gotta be
great.
kidding me right now.
I took a selfie of my phone. I couldn't believe how ridiculous I
look
looked.
incredible.
My bad.
But yeah, dude, I actually forgot what you said.
No, I was talking about how, because that's like most people's lives. Like most people have non-creative jobs or
Right.
whatever jobs they have, and then the time they're not working and the money they make while they're working goes to their hobbies and goes to the things they're
Right.
passionate about. And like you
Right.
just said, it's a pretty realistic thing that, you know, you have to grind. You have to maybe get in these NFT things that aren't super mega fulfilling, or that's just weird busy work, or it's this weird
Yeah.
new world that you know, this terrain that hasn't been, you know, hiked before, so it's up and down. But you do it to make money because that's where the money is, and then your free time, you're
Goes.
doing your
Making
paintings.
art. Yeah, exactly, man. It's really freeing. It's like, you know, it's hard to not sell out, and a lot of people don't even notice when they're doing it. Like when you start to rely on your creative practice to bring in money, it's like you justify the things that work as like the things you really want to do.
100%, dude.
You know,
You're
it's like,
so right.
and you almost don't notice, but you know, I want to like paint my selfies into like,
Dude,
you know what I mean?
feel you.
I want to
bro.
like paint these silly selfies. Like art historically, like to me, that is significant. Like here we are in this selfie generation, in this like digital age, and no one is really doing that on that level. But it's not like, and I think a lot of the reason is because it's such a risk. Like I'm not super famous or anything, so
Right.
people, if I were to paint like Post Malone flying on a goose, it would more likely
Yeah,
sell than
right.
painting me,
Sure.
and it would be the same amount of effort.
Uh-huh.
But and you know, it's like the long game.
I
I don't
love that,
expect
dude.
anyone to care that I'm like flying through like some
Right.
contemporary painting,
Mhm.
but I feel like I'm able to focus on the long game. Like in 50 years, I hope people look back at that and they're like, "Yo, this guy has been doing this thing for like
100%, dude.
however long."
I love that.
Yeah, it feels good.
And like, yeah, it's exactly what you want. I get caught in that all the time, dude. YouTube videos, how to get more views.
Mhm.
You bend and, you know, break to, oh, what's going to be a good YouTube video, and then I think that's what I want to do. And I was just talking to Chris about that. Like I'm burnt out for that, and I'm like sad and feel shitty because I'm like not doing exactly what I want to do. I have all these
Yeah.
weird ass ideas like you.
Hold my hand.
Let me just keep going. Like
It's gonna
I
be
just
okay,
want to do
baby.
crazy big weird paintings and like big photo shoots with people. And like, I just haven't been doing that because I don't know why. Because I'm like, oh, I have to do like a weird vlog today, or oh, I have to fucking crank out this little mini sponsorship because it is money, and like I have to make money.
Know. And that honestly, like, you know, just to also play devil's advocate in that, like, there is like a lot of that kind of reward factor in making the money. It's like, you know, it's not like it's fully like,
it's valid,
soulless.
dude.
It's
you
like,
need to make money.
Good, you know?
Well,
like,
you need money also. It's
know?
like, let's not be naive. Like,
yeah, 100%.
the money runs off money. We're adults. We have to self-support. But it's just the balance, and just like you said, you trick yourself to think you want to do it.
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
And it's like a veil of what is my desires.
Uh-huh. And then when you really have the freedom, which honestly I haven't had in a while, I kind of forgot what that felt like. And then it's like, you know, because when I was in New York the first 4 years, like I had no perception of money. Like I moved here with $2,000, and I had one suitcase that had my art supplies. I had one suitcase that had some clothes, and just kind of scraped on by the whole time, like treading water
and just grinding.
And I just thought that's what adulting was. I thought everyone was doing that,
right.
You know? I didn't talk about money with anyone or anything like that. And then just to like have anything in my savings account was like, whoa, like this is kind of freedom. Like I could afford to not make any money this month, and so I can just be creative in a certain way, you know? And VERB energy bars, dude, get me through every step of the way.
I've heard they're healthy, high protein, and caffeine natural.
They are caffeine
organic.
Natural.
Careful you don't say anything crazy.
No, they're good.
Because maybe they won't want to, you know. But I want to go. I want to go more because you said a bunch of things. I want context. I want actual. If you're willing to share,
yeah,
like,
for sure.
You said you bought a couple of NFTs and you sold them for higher. Also, your past NFTs. Can we talk about? Have they traded hands? Have you seen commission on those? Like, I want all that nitty gritty because I don't know, and it seems so interesting.
Yeah.
If you're willing to share, are you just seeing crazy colors after taking those off?
Yeah, I am.
Those lenses are gnarly.
So blue. Everything looks so blue. Didn't this used to be a blue light back here?
Yeah, I used to, but we took it out.
Oh, okay.
Because it was weird overexposing. It was just kind of annoying. I actually like it more, Chris. What do you think?
I
like it without it.
Well, yeah, that's why we have it like that.
Yeah. I watched a lighting video, not to get too much on a sidebar here, but a YouTube lighting video.
And what?
It was like that, all about that backlighting.
Oh man, we
backlighting like what?
All about that.
Like the rim back? Yeah, the rim.
Yeah, I don't know.
To separate you from the background. No, yeah, I love that shit. We don't have rim, but for production is different than like interview creative cinematography.
Right.
Like we want to be almost flat, good lighting, perfect. There's no there's no shadows. And this needs to be a less exposure than us. Like we are brighter than the background right now.
But are we looking tan? Are we looking like?
I'm looking glossy. I'm sweating. Not my.
You guys look great.
Oh, I like that. Chris has got it. I love that guy.
All right, these are.
All right, let me actually here. I'll give you the lowdown for real.
No, I love it because like you're the only person I know in this world,
dude.
But you're all my also like good oil painter friends, so it's my literal, tether tube to your life. As I'm very interested.
It is a tether tube. Dude. I will say
that's a real thing.
It's a great way to put it, man.
That's a real thing.
Drop some broccoli emojis in the comments if you think Slew and I should do NFT together.
100%. Let's do it.
Because, dude, honestly, like it would hit.
I'm down, bro.
And I haven't thought about it until this second, so I wish I could throw some ideas at you.
Let's do that after.
Yeah, we'll do that after,
dude. And we could brainstorm live.
Yeah. So anyway,
it's all part of the video.
Yeah. Honestly, that could be. I don't know. When you do an
content
NFT,
machines
like,
over
dude,
here.
this is already an NFT. You know what I mean?
Everyone says these guys. And this is the Slewniverse because I'm gonna do eventually. I don't want to interrupt you, but let me just dude. And I talked about Chris. I have these like you have them like inspiring moments like where you almost feel manic. You're like, oh, I have these amazing ideas. I want to do this. You get hyper obsessed, and literally the next day it's like you're drained of dopamine. You don't even care. But
I know, man. Right. I've been trying to be more careful about like not talking about things that I want to do
and just do it. And because
I think psychologically when you talk about it, it kind of like releases the dopamine that you would get if you were to actually do it.
I agree.
And so this came out of nowhere, huh?
But my plan was because Slewniverse, I'm gonna do like merch. It's not just the podcast. It's kind of like the umbrella world. It could be like a metaverse. It could be whatever. So to have this character, which is the logo for the podcast, mint NFTs of that. But also like I was thinking, I don't think this is gonna work, but like if somehow I could finesse that every guest that comes on, I give them an NFT. And I make those NFTs private to only the people that come on the podcast to build hype. And then maybe after like a season or a year, we release all those NFTs. Dean's NFT for episode 19 or like Column's episode NFT. I don't know how that would work, but that was like my Jimmy Neutron brain blast. Yeah.
So that idea is exactly the right way of thinking for the NFT community because I don't know, for better or for worse, it is kind of about like exclusivity. And if you have like a group, which everyone on your podcast has been so cool, dude. Like I'm genuinely honored to be here, man. Like,
hell yeah.
I can't believe that was the first episode. I wouldn't go as far as to say it's kind of my podcast too.
Yeah, that'd be
but the first one's a big deal, bro.
Dude, I'm just proud to see how my baby has grown.
Thanks, man. I love you. And it was, it's awesome.
Yeah, dude, it's inspiring in a real way. And I'm happy to be here. But so look, on that note of like the exclusivity of that, so we did a couple kind of like schemes at the early part of my NFT journey where I made like you've heard of the Bored Apes?
Yep.
It's like the most common one. I did like a derivative painting of that, of a Bored Ape dunking a basketball.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that.
And it actually was at the very beginning of the Bored Apes, and we put it up for sale, or we put it up for trade. So it was when Bored Apes were like 0.8 Ethereum.
Oh my God. Wow, you're early. Like that's genius.
Know, dude. I've been in it since like January or something.
That's so early.
But so
and it didn't hit?
Okay, so we had like 6 people on the hook. It didn't hit. But so what we did is we took one of them and we airdropped the NFT into LaMelo Ball's account.
Holy shit.
And so it looked like he bought one. You
know
what I mean?
Yeah. So that everyone's like, oh, he has it. We got to get him.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so smart.
And we had this whole scheme to like, we're going to post about this and like, make it seem like he bought it, yada, yada, yada. But someone actually found it in his wallet first and posted about it on Twitter. And it made the rounds. And then, we had all these people on the hook, man. We were so close to having a Bored Ape.
What does on the hook mean?
Like, they were in my DMs trying to organize them trading one of their Bored Apes
for a trade. Yeah, I didn't even know like that's a thing.
So it's it's kind of like behind the curtain. Like if you DM someone like, yo, you send me this, I'll send you this.
Okay.
Like it's not like a button you can press.
I get you. But, okay. Trade of value, I guess.
Trade of value. And at the time, I mean, with the first NFT I did, the Roham Slam or whatever, we had sold out. And we had buzz with all the people that got into the Bored Ape stuff.
You had the cloud of, hey, we're on this platform.
We were like, for just a split second, like on the same level. But no one ended up biting with the trade. And then we just released them for sale. And I think made, a couple ETH off those. But yeah, man, it haunts me to this day. Like we were about to buy a Bored Ape for 1 ETH.
That's amazing.
And and we didn't do it, man. And now they're worth 100 ETH, which if your art followers don't know what that is, it's 300 grand.
Yeah, 1 Ethereum is about 3,000, give or take a couple hundred.
Yeah. So
that is so finesse,
dude. And on top of that, so I don't even remember the first question.
No, we're going. I like
now,
this.
But on top of that, man, this happened in March. So Discord, let me just say, Discord is like the most unorganized app of all time. Like it needs a lot of work, dude.
Interesting. I have a Discord. Like, it's pretty organized, but I have a moderator.
Okay, well,
it's like 150 people.
Let me rephrase that.
It's small. I know that the crypto NFT Discords are probably like
pivotal. Like Discord is pivotal. Like every project, that's how you check to get to all the official links of every project and things like that. And I didn't understand Discord when I first got it. So maybe it's not Discord is bad, but I'm unfamiliar with Discord.
No,
I got it for NFTs.
It's truth to that.
But so I remember I downloaded Discord and I reached out to this person whose name I can't remember and asked if I could feature my NFT on their platform. Completely forgot about it. 7 months later, I look at the response and it was, yo, I love your Bored Ape collab with Top Shot. We would love for you to do a collaboration piece with Ben Morrow, who's the animator for Halo.
Oh my God.
And I want you to paint some of his aliens like doing a dunk. And I read that 7 months
You just
late.
missed the notification or something?
Completely missed it. I didn't know how to check my DMs.
Oh my God, dude.
That's even talking about it, I'm like, yo. And so that, like, no joke. So that was before he even released a project.
Dude,
he released his project.
That.
He released his project and made, like, I don't know, millions of dollars. Not that it's about money, because the
course
art
not.
is like fucking cool.
But it's the game. You're talking about playing the game.
Yeah,
and
it's
you're
the
in the
game.
game because you're an awesome artist. So it's just one of these hilarious missed opportunities.
Yeah, you know, it's just like,
bro, that
dude,
hurts
killing every day. I think about
buns.
that. And so I responded obviously multiple times and was like, yo, does this opportunity still stand? You know, at this point, like, I'm not on the level as some of these guys. Like, to make like a successful NFT project today, you need like a team of developers that are constantly, you need moderators in the Discord that are constantly like,
it's a business, bro. People are putting in like, you know, $60,000 just to like hopefully you know, get a successful thing up. It's insane. I mean, how fast everything is scaled up.
Yeah, dude.
It's crazy.
It's really crazy. So I say, like, if we do a project, we should maybe just do a one of one.
I'm down. Or a mini series. Like,
yeah, mini series.
But like, I want to get weird, dude. Like, my brain runs. Like, we have this whole studio to do production. Like, make some sort of mini short film, or like make some collaborative video, and like document the process to go along with an NFT. Have real tangible, or I don't know. Like, that's in my mind. Like, do it differently. Still not some huge crazy thing that takes all our time and investing money, but like we could get really weird with it.
I like that thought. I mean, it is true. Like in the NFT space, it's so new still that there's just so much uncharted territory.
But you're the captain. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Well, here's what I will say. If we're gonna have it be successful, we should probably do both. We should kind of. It's like the hits are what bring in new people, and the genuine, heartfelt things are what keep them, which I'm sure you know a lot about your podcast. I feel like you keep it real.
Well,
but then you have like the videos that like slap that, you know.
We're small, but we try. I mean, this is just an ongoing. This is an investment. This podcast is like a 2-year.
Yeah, I think we should make something like accessible for the masses.
I'm down. And what it would be on OpenSea? Like, that's the place to drop it. Nice.
Or Foundation, but I would say OpenSea. But anyway, so that's kind of the beginning of my journey.
So
like
so that's
all
the thing.
My L's,
like L's, but you were like, because I think there's a lot of people like you who maybe weren't as legit as you, but were in this early ass stage, real early, when people didn't really know. Everyone was juggling ideas, and there was just so much money being, consumed, that a lot of people did like get really lucky out of nowhere, or like, let me paint one random thing, or let me be involved with one little like illustration for some generative characters, and just it's crazy. No,
it's like
it's like the Wild West.
It is the Wild West.
No, but in the beginning,
it still is. Kind
now I feel like it's less accessible, because everyone and their mother, sister's uncle is trying to drop NFTs or do the next big thing.
Yeah, but I will say it's easier now to kind of like scout out the legitimacy of a project and not get scammed if you kind of know how to navigate the space.
That makes sense.
It's like before, like anything was popping off just because it was an NFT and it was the first time you could own digital art.
Right.
You know?
And people are like, oh, I think this is going to blow.
Yeah, right. So like all these artists that got in really early are like millionaires now. And so many, dude, almost everyone that I worked with at the beginning is a millionaire. So like I have done some things that have worked, but I'm like, yo, I've not made it. Man. You know what I mean? Like, dude,
don't. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to think about it, but
but it is the Wild West, man. You're not wrong. It's like you press one wrong link and like they hack your wallet and everything's gone. You see that shit?
Do you have a physical wallet?
Yeah, I have a ledger.
You do?
Yeah.
Like a physical
cold wallet.
Yeah, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of ETH? Like, because you're just scared?
Well, yeah, just scared. Like every valuable NFT I have, it's like in my cold.
Really?
Wallet. Yeah.
Do you have more value in the NFTs or actual just Ethereum in your wallet?
NFTs for sure.
Really?
Yeah,
how much are they worth?
95% of my.
We'll bleep it if you want. I have 14 Ethereum.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Dude, I'm not gonna.
And I sold half.
Drop numbers.
I want to hear numbers though.
No, it's
do you
not,
care?
Yeah,
we
not
can
like
bleep it.
Yeah,
I'm not saying to brag. I'm just curious. I'm just like, what you got, bro? Show me a dick.
Let's see, man. So I have like
All right, how about we'll break it down? I'm not trying to be like expose you, but like what's one of the NFTs you bought that's now really good that you made money on?
My favorite investment right now is the Rug Radio NFTs.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. Oh, we just sold a cool cat. That's like a more.
I feel like I've heard of that.
Yeah, that's like a step below.
You say we? Did you go in with someone?
So I went in with my buddy. Well, he gifted half of it to me. My buddy Rex. And
who helped? I remember,
you remember Rex? Yeah.
Rex.
Yeah, Rex.
I was like, hook me up with Rex.
Yeah, I know, right? So Rex gifted me half of a cool cat when it was worth $700. It went up to 15 ETH, and we sold that. And
that's
half of that.
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't have a day job right now, so it sucks because like you always want to reinvest because there's so many new projects that are
scared
because
crypto. I lost a bunch of money when it dipped.
Well, yeah, but like if you don't sell, you don't lose the money.
Of course, but I mean, it'd probably take who knows when it go back to that all-time highs.
Yeah.
Anyways,
yeah. So we had that was probably our biggest win, honestly. And then Rug Radio. There's this guy Farouk who runs this thing called Rug Radio, and he is like the most entertaining guy to listen to of all time. Like always keeps the same energy, like so full.
So
of
he's
positivity.
like a broadcaster.
Yeah,
and
but
then
like a Web3 broadcaster.
Wow.
So like he does it all through Twitter Spaces, and it's all a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization. That's what it is. Yeah, DAO. And
my man's is smart over here, guys.
Dude, that took me so long to remember. I should know that. Like this at this point, dude. But thank you, bro. But so this guy Farouk started this thing called Rug Radio. It's decentralized, so like if you buy the NFTs, you own part of the whole company. And he's just since day one, like I don't know if you've heard about Clubhouse, like he was just really active in those spaces with like big people like Snoop Dogg, Steve Aoki, all these people. And then every single day he gets on Twitter Spaces and just hypes up NFT projects. So he's like
he's like an ambassador.
A safe bet. Yeah,
really?
He's like everyone knows him. And so anyway,
Dude,
he
Chris, have you ever heard of this?
No.
God, we gotta get schooled,
I'm in
bro.
niche
I'm not-
territory.
I'm enthralled with what you're saying right now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, dude, I got some heat for you then, dude.
Keep going.
But so anyway, he did a free mint, and it was kind of like he didn't try to do any like marketing or anything. He just said like, look, I'm doing this project. Like if you sign up on this thing, you get a free mint. So I signed up 5 times, 5 different accounts, got 5 of them. And then the free mint gave you access to get what they called the Genesis NFT.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, fast forward, I spent like $700 total, I think. And now each one is worth like $6,000 or something.
Oh
like
my
2
god, dude. That's
and
so cool.
it's just like, it was probably my biggest come up. I had to sell one, which sucks because like it's still early. Like if you are interested in the NFT space, Slew followers, what do you call your followers?
Just the people who really are nice and support me and watch my videos.
That's way too long, dude. That's way too long. You got to shorten that.
Really? Because you got your Brock League.
I got the Brock League.
You got I don't know. All right, we'll brainstorm that.
We got to increase my followers.
Yeah,
guys.
we'll.
We're strong, but we're powerful. But
we'll storyboard that later.
Yeah. Hit up my Instagram.
Yeah, Dean's.
Dean Sashi.
He's an artery in this world. Everyone. He's a vessel, a blood pumping vessel in the world.
Thanks, man.
So like I find this so interesting because as much as I don't know, and I'm saying like Chris and I don't know, I do follow a lot of stuff, and I follow people on TikTok. I get served everything on TikTok, so I like see the worlds. I see FaZe Banks hyping up every fucking swamp doll ever.
Oh, dude,
like,
it's so annoying, dude. Honestly,
but I don't really know because the thing is, everyone, even when Julio was here, Julio was like the first person who I talked to was like, yeah, I've bought NFTs. Everyone who asked me about NFTs is just talking about minting, making them. Like I've never really met people who bought them. And I feel like the only way to kind of buy them is to have your one toe in to see, okay, this could pan out. Oh, I know this guy, this DAO, broadcaster.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm saying you clearly have this like, lens, and it's so, I almost feel like my mom or like a grandpa who's like, Instagram, like how do you post a story? It's like where are you following this? Like in these discords,
it's all just Twitter, man.
And
it's all Twitter.
Yeah,
and it is about having one toe in. Like unless you have like a really close homie that like, well, even then it's like you still want to do your own research. Like I have gotten overconfident with like some wins, and then I'm like, yo, like you gotta invest in this project. Like, yo, I take L's so often, but
that they just drop to zero. Like you put it like $100 and it just dies.
It's so the wild, wild west, dude. Like sometimes a project just tanks, and like there a lot of times it's like if a project is only being sustained on hype, like that feels really kind of like valuable at first, but then it withers away. But if there's like some good, strong indicators of long-term success, like if there's a good community behind it, if they have a good team, things like that, it's going to be a good buy. But, you know, I've told people to buy into things off my emotions, and then it's tanked, and I'm like no longer giving people financial advice. You know what I mean?
Well, who can really know, I guess.
But it is like, it's, you know, it's when you win right now, like it's only going to be this way for a while, like, because people are making so much money that it's like going to have regulations in the future. You know, taxes are going to be so bizarre. Like I haven't even thought about that, you know.
I mean, like, I deposited like half of my Ethereum in 2021, and I am talking to my CPA, and I'm paying capital gains on it.
Yeah, oh
because,
really?
Yeah,
okay.
because like I don't want to get fucked. It's too much.
Yeah.
Because I bought in 2020, I bought 22 Ethereum.
Yeah, in 2020.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I mean, it was lucky, and I just sat on it. I had money saved up from when I was working at a restaurant and all this stuff way before I moved here.
How much was it then? It was like
I bought 22 when it was like $450.
Oh, nice, dude. Nice.
I mean, it was just luck. It was dumb luck. My friend told me, I was like, fuck it, like let me just do it.
Yeah.
But like I just like it's who knows what's also. I feel like in this hype, this bubble, the real bubble is when it started, when you were talking about when people were just literally becoming millionaires overnight.
Yeah.
I feel like one of my reservations now is that you can't really do that anymore. You can't get lucky. You can't make triple
It's false,
X.
man. Yeah, you definitely
Yeah,
can.
I don't know. That's just my perception. The same thing I was talking about Chris with or Julia said it perfectly. He thought the same thing about podcasting, getting into podcasts. He was like, why should I kind of start a podcast when everyone and their mother is doing it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And so I thought like that's the same thing, but
yeah,
I guess it is still early, or it's just such a big world now. Anyone can, get there. Sort of thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's honestly, it's a little bit easier in some ways to catch on to the right projects because it's, there's a formula now. And so like you can look at the Bored Apes, or you can look at the ones that did well and they have successful Discords, they have bots, they have, things that are kind of keeping the peace and keeping things afloat no matter what. And it's like, if you know what to look for, it's a safe investment. But
do people, or I'm asking you, are people looking for that functionality aspect? Because there's like a difference between if me and you made some sick collab painting, then we took a photo, really digitized it, turned it into a JPEG, versus I don't know if a Bored Ape has a crazy functionality on the blockchain. So like that's a big thing, right? And that's like a whole nother world of like what is this function of owning this? Going to parties or something evolves? You were saying you're developing some game.
Yeah, dude.
Like so this is just like, God, bro.
So we'll get into that. So the functionality a lot of the times is you earn passive income.
Oh, really?
By owning the thing. Yeah.
What?
But it's like you create a currency, like a cryptocurrency. Like, so our game is going to be, this is the first like drop of what this game is, by the way.
Okay, hell yeah. The millions of people listening, you're early.
Yeah. And follow Blockchain Labs on Twitter.
Oh, shit.
We're going to whitelist a bunch of our new followers, Blockchain Labs.
What does whitelist mean?
It's like it's like a VIP list of people that were early that like are the
like
OG
early
people.
birds.
Yeah, just giving them like kind of early access to minting without any,
okay, cool.
I
like that.
So Blockchain Labs.
I'm gonna fucking be on
Hit
that
whitelist,
man.
But you are.
I'm making
sure. I got
6
you,
fake accounts.
Yeah, dude.
I get it though.
So anyway, it's kind of like earning passive income. So like our game is kind of gonna be like the Farmville of the blockchain. Like it's simple. Like you are this avatar, you plant broccoli, it grows. You can choose whether to cut it off and sell it, or you can let it keep growing and it will potentially give you more broccoli. But so the amount of kind of traction you have in the game determines the value of the broccoli. Like sometimes, it is better to sell. Sometimes it is better to let it keep growing. It's passive if you just leave it alone.
That's so interesting. So can you explain that in something that already exists? Like you said, the Bored Ape. Is Bored Ape a passive thing?
So Bored Ape is now, I think they're introducing like an ape token. So like everyone is like releasing tokens now, which is passive income. Like
I don't really get that still.
I know it's hard to honestly. I haven't fully wrapped my head around it.
No, but you got it. I feel like I'm so close to grasping it. If you owe, like, let's say you bought a Bored Ape in the beginning.
Yeah.
The value of that ape obviously is tripled multiplex.
Sure.
But how is that within the token making money? Like, just because the value of everyone's Bored Ape has gone up, you get this side allocation of growing crypto, which is a value in itself also.
Right. I know. Error. Yeah. It's like, so basically with cryptocurrency, you can just invent a new currency. And then so what gives currency value is people deciding it has value.
Yeah, placing value on it.
So like, you know, if you allocate a bunch of invented money to a bunch of people and there's a limited supply of it, and they decide not to convert it into other money, but they decide to hold on to it, then the value comes from the scarcity. So
okay,
like,
right.
So there's, you know, and it all
a finite amount of this currency.
Right. And so like if everyone sells it, then there's, you know, so much of it that it's worth 0.000001 cents. But if people believe in it and they hold on to it, then the price goes up, and then other people see the prices going up, so they buy into it, you know, decreasing the scarcity even more.
I get it.
But so like basically all these teams that have these NFT projects can make a cryptocurrency.
Okay.
They can make their own like altcoin.
Yeah, 100%.
And then they can distribute it to everybody. And if they, you know, it's not going to be worth nothing, you know? So like it's free money one way or the other, but you know, sometimes it really goes up.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wow.
Yeah, it's honestly all so insane. It's really crazy. But it's like I think there was like $14 billion traded on OpenSea like in January.
Really?
Something crazy.
I believe that. I mean, I just can't imagine. I just can't believe the amount of money. And
yeah.
But that's why I feel like information is almost king. Like just understanding it.
Yeah,
it's hard. It's not hard to lose. I mean, it's still, you never know, but it's like educated.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, seeing, like you said, the team, the longevity.
Yeah.
But because I feel like there's such a difference to switch it up between like what me and you do of like people, like one of my favorite artists, Cleon Peterson. I don't know if you know him. You know him? If I showed you his work, you definitely know.
Yeah. Can you give me some hints?
No, I got it, Chris. I'll just do it real quick, and we could post a photo on it. But like he's super awesome OG artist, and he has a drop on Nifty like this week.
Oh, nice.
I just saw it and I was like, wow, that's epic. This guy that does those characters, you've probably yeah, huge. He used to be like a graph head and does huge murals.
This is sick, man.
He's super sick.
Yeah,
and he's an OG, very like iconographic, super whatever. Some of it's like very political, but like I feel like this is not a generative character with 10,000 different attributes. This is just like a couple pieces. And so that's so different than like the formula we're talking about of the Bored Ape.
Right.
And
it's very different.
Yeah. And so like, I kind of fuck with that more.
Yeah.
Where that, and again, this is my perspective. Yeah.
That's
it's more like, hey,
more
this
about
is
the piece.
art, creativity.
And that's what I enjoy more too, by the way. Like this other thing is like investing in
it's like your job.
Stock.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like investing in an altcoin.
Yeah, it's literally like frat boy stock. Like,
I mean, yeah.
I heard someone say that. Yeah, instead of like Bloomberg, and we're talking about Apple and Amazon, we're talking about Bored Apes and swamp pets.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's like, you know.
But I'm trying to differentiate.
Honestly, it's a weird world, and like, it's funny. Like, all my artist friends are like, you know, like they really get caught up in the art part of it, and I think
a lot of
I'm
people
able to like overlook that because like, you know, I feel like I understand what it really is.
I think you're 100% right.
But so like Nifty Gateway, that's almost like equivalent to like getting your art represented by the Gagosian.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, it's like a really pristine gallery that is saying like, look, this art is really valuable, so it's a good investment.
100%.
It's like a great cosign.
100%.
But it's still the same idea. Like, you know, a lot of people right now buy things because they think they look cool, but I mean, I'd say over half think it's gonna go up in value, and then they flip it, and then it's like it's kind of like a lot of it's like heartless, you know. But that I think will change once everything's really in the metaverse and you can invite people to your VR home and like put your NFT.
That's what I'm saying. There needs to be like this foundation before, you know, the nitty gritty. I've used this before, Chris. Please don't kill me as a broken record. It's like you need roads before you can manufacture a shitload of cars. Like you could have a shitload of cars, but they're not going to be able to do anything if there's not a system of roads. And I think that's exactly it. And I know that like me and Chris were just looking at Facebook and Meta, and they were kudos to them for like starting this new trend and like, but they're dying. Like Facebook stock dropped like $1 billion, whatever. Like people, it's not so household yet. It's going to take a while for that infrastructure to be built
people are scared of it, with good reason. I see it as like an inevitable thing. So it's like, it's going to happen one way or the other. And honestly, it's kind of comforting that people are kind of scared of it because you don't want everyone just in their room on their VR, like choosing that life of
Ready Player One.
Yeah, Ready Player One level.
Sick
and the devil's advocate argument to that is like, yo, keep everyone inside. Like their carbon footprint is like so much lower if they're just like chilling, like, and that actually helps the planet long term.
But I think it's inevitable. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna
Technology, people's interests, like comfortability, being at home.
Yeah.
The only way is some sort of world virtually.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like Blockchain Labs is gonna be the head of that way.
Let me be like let me sit on the board. Like, let me be a guest board member.
Yeah, dude, actually I have something for you.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck
and
you,
Chris.
dude.
And Chris.
Every time.
For me?
Yeah, for you, Chris.
And
Come
not
on.
Clay.
I love you guys. Clay took off his hoodie, man. But he's got one too.
Oh, another hoodie.
So look, this is my new, I'm dropping this soon. Eat broccoli, make art.
Eat broccoli, make art.
It's a Blockchain Labs exclusive.
I love it. Ooh, nice embroidery.
Yeah, dude. We got the quality stuff this time.
Hell yeah, bro.
We're upgrading, man.
Swag.
We're upgrading. Little details.
Yeah. Thank you, dude.
So the ones that I'm gonna put available on my website actually won't have that little broccoli on the back. So that's a one of one.
Swagged
Ooh.
out, bro.
And then Chris,
oh,
I got you the fanny.
Let's
go.
go.
I got you the fanny.
That's
Thank
sick,
you,
dude. You're too nice, dude.
Yeah, I love
we
you
got a
guys,
lot of
man.
gifts for you also.
Thank you.
You better, dude.
After
because
the
I didn't
show.
do this for nothing.
Yeah. That's
Thank
epic.
you.
But we're gonna hook you up with this, Chris. You're gonna be
Thank you.
swagged out, dude. Just be
Thank you,
careful
brother.
with
Chris
all
is the swag lord.
the attention from.
I've been meaning
from
to
the
get
ladies.
a fanny pack, so it's perfect.
They're in, man. They're in, and honestly,
Absolutely.
they're so convenient. They're so.
And honestly,
underrated.
there's 3 Bored Apes in that fanny pack.
Dude, yeah, you really look close, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah, that's the thing, dude. It's like just going back to that idea of making money and supporting yourself and being an artist and having your time spent on things that make you money versus creative fulfillment. It's like I get pulled so much by, oh, should I be spending a lot of time trying to get in the NFT world, making NFTs? I said, every single person who comes in here,
oh, I know,
who doesn't know
I can
anything,
only imagine,
there's
dude,
like NFTs. I'm like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
like should I? Like fuck, like am I just missing it? Do
Yeah.
I need more money? Do I want more money? Is it, it's like all of these emotions. I'm like, gosh.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be fun to just try it,
Oh, I think, I mean, sooner than later, like everyone's going to dabble in the space once they understand it. I mean, it gets more accessible every day. So it would be better to kind of have like a presence in that world earlier than later.
And even
when we should do it, man. Because
I'm down.
There's a lot of like scammy people out there that like you have a lot of you have a good following.
We're not scammers, dude. We're real art. That's the thing. It's
I'll
like
take your money.
Yeah, no, gladly, but also we're gonna put in the work to make something cool. That's the thing.
Dude.
All right, so let's talk about that. What would we do? Do you have any ideas?
I don't know, dude. So I'm thinking like
VERB.
Yeah, dude.
I'll buy VERB.
Let's make a sculpture out of VERB energy bars.
We gotta turn the AC on, bro.
And then we'll take some 3D pictures of it, and we'll mint it, man. We can make your face. We could, I don't know. Honestly, there's a lot to talk about in all that.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, I think it's got to be a painting, and I think it's got to be.
Yeah, I think it should definitely be a painting because like videos are fun. Also, Instagram Reels, TikTok is big. Let's talk about TikTok.
Okay.
Are you into TikTok? Do you
Dude,
think
so TikTok is I watch a lot of TikTok. TikTok is kind of a mind fuck, man. Like everyone has their moment. Like honestly, I think it's beautiful and it's a little bit sad. Like I feel like every Gen Z kid in the world is like
trying to blow
jaded
up
already.
Yeah.
because everyone blows up once on TikTok. Everyone I've talked to
Not
has,
even,
like,
but yes.
have like at least one video. Like it's like Andy Warhol said, like your 15 minutes of fame.
Uh-huh.
Like I hope everyone gets their 15 minutes of fame so they
Mhm.
know what it's really like,
Yeah.
you know. And it's like, you know, it's like kind of cool because I think it humbles everybody. Like you can experience that and then realize like, oh, there's nothing really here. And then you don't look at someone that's like famous as like above or below you, maybe.
It levels the playing field.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Maybe there's just to kind of search for
I know-
positives in that. But yeah,
I know what you're saying.
I have like 5,000 followers on TikTok or something.
But I'm saying like almost to the string that we've been talking about, like even me and Chris were talking about this, how like Twitter is the platform for NFTs.
yeah.
Like it is the whatever information blossom
Yeah.
platform. Discord is another like, you know, side parallel street to that. But
yeah.
like TikTok is, I don't know, TikTok is where people's eyes are. I mean, like I guess in
Yeah.
a different way, but
TikTok gets a lot of heat in the NFT game.
oh really? How
on
come?
Twitter because it's all like young kids that are just trying to get views. So like they'll like blatantly lie. Like I saw one that was like, I bought this Bored Ape for 6 cents and turned it into $7 million
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
in 2 months. And it's like, obviously that gets a lot of hits because everyone's
Right.
like, yo,
Yeah.
you know.
No, there's a
and
lot. I mean, there's undoubtedly, but like Twitter, or I mean, TikTok is the
It's
internet
where the
now.
eyeballs
No,
are,
but it's like
yeah.
everything.
It's
Because
true.
like maybe I'm just like glorifying it as like in the amazing way. Because we've had a bunch of people on podcasts who make amazing TikToks, like
Oh, yeah,
super mega
yeah.
creative shit,
Yeah.
and like it's wonderful. And like
Yeah.
the world, we're talking about the digital age of virtual world. Like photos are dead now. Like if you want to share everything, it's clipped. It's video now. Like that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like even if you
Yeah.
want to share a painting, I'm having way more success, and I feel like people want to see even a video of me panning into my painting rather than just a photo of a painting. You know, it's like, so that's
Yeah.
I'm saying it's like the new engine of consuming things is
Yeah.
a video, and TikTok is that platform.
Yeah, I think you're right. How do you do with reels? Are you into those? at
It's
all
good
on
also.
Instagram?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same thing. Like
Yeah.
you should not post a video on Instagram anymore. It should just be
Yeah.
a reel. You shouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I post like slideshow photos of like film shots, stick around. I love those. Photos will never really
Right.
die. I'm being hyperbolic, but it's like, yeah, it's like everything should be a reel, especially if it's my business and my
Yeah.
business is content. Like, yeah, I should be ejecting reels and TikToks every day, and I don't. but like
you just used the word ejecting.
but like, it's the world, dude. I don't know. Like Chris knows. Like
Yeah,
it's
Chris's
taking,
TikTok. Every time I see Chris's TikTok,
Yeah,
I'm like, who's
that's
this-
like our
like,
expertise. Like we're
yeah,
very in
you-
that world. I feel like
how's it going with your TikTok? Last time we talked, you were like just getting into it.
I'm trying. I have a lot stockpiled. I hired this kid who's awesome who
Oh,
converted
yeah.
every one of my videos
What?
into a TikTok.
Oh, nice.
So I'm sitting on a lot of content to
Yeah.
recycle, which is good. And every video I make, every painting I make, I'm cutting it to a clip.
yeah.
I just haven't really started consistently posting. But it's the world, and like it's what I should be doing, Chris. What you should be doing.
What's your numbers like?
Yeah, it's
Not
just
great.
tough because it rewards consistency, and
Yeah.
when you want to create things that you really care about, it's tough to pump those out at a much higher rate that it rewards you to. So like
Yeah.
it's like this weird thing I find myself in, and I know you do. It's like
Yeah.
you're supposed to post 3 to 5 videos a day, and like I make one cool video a week, and that it
Yeah.
doesn't my stuff doesn't go anywhere because it's not built for
Yeah.
that. So it's
Yeah.
We'll put
It's a
some
tough
views
spot.
in the fanny pack for you.
Yeah,
We'll put
thank-
a couple
thanks, brother.
TikToks in there.
Yeah.
man,
I'll
that
do a
thing
couple
is getting
TikToks in there.
stuffed pretty
Yeah,
quick.
it's like Harry
Dude,
Potter. Pull out a canoe.
Yeah.
Of that thing. That'd be a
Yeah, you gotta
cool
be careful with that thing.
concept.
Don't
bro.
open it on the train.
Dude,
I
that's a
will
cool
say.
concept for the NFT project painting.
I see. Now we're talking.
We get some like broccoli
Ooh.
slew hat,
Yeah.
like some top hat, and we start
Yeah.
pulling out our huge paintbrushes and some sort of
Yeah,
materials, and then we
yeah.
paint something crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Honestly,
that.
That would be fire.
I
Yeah.
just had a vision.
Oh, dude, bingo, man.
But
You should
yeah,
be
it's a
blessed. But no, I agree with you, Chris. Like I do more reels. My reels have done okay.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's like you end up, it's kind of the same thing with like making money. It's like you end up like finding the formula. I'll scroll for 4 hours to see like the time lapse videos that do well.
yeah,
And I'm like, oh, I need to mirror that format. And then when I try and go original with it, I'm like more proud of it, but it flops. And I'm like, you know, with the algorithm now, like people will literally not see your work, even your own followers,
Yeah.
unless you cater to that.
no, 100%.
So I sell out a little bit on some of those. Like I have one where it's like there was this audio that went viral that was like something like, people don't understand me, I'm extroverted and introverted, or some shit like that. And I related to it, don't get me wrong, but like it's not my voice. Everyone thought it was my voice.
Oh, really?
Like, everyone's
You were being like super vulnerable.
yeah, like it just seems like I'm really being vulnerable, you know? And like it was like an old video like from a painting I made in like 2018, and it just felt like a little weird, but then like the views came in and I was like, you know, I do relate to this sound enough to like put this out there.
It's interesting, man. It's such a, oh, man. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel, again, with my life and with my job, being at the forefront of, you know, like technology and the social media world, and like we're young, not like the new age of like 17 to 20-year-olds, but like I feel like I should be on top of this. Like I feel it in terms of diversifying the business, but also you should be, you know, just like you finessed the beginning of the NFT world and you were on the ground floor and you were making moves, regardless if you won or lost, you were, you know, mucking around in that industry. It's like, I feel the obligation to do the same thing with TikTok, with Reels, with NFTs.
Do you ever take breaks?
Dude,
Take a fucking
I'm going
break,
to
man.
LA to relax because I'm very burnt out and stressed.
Dude,
actually.
here's what I'll say. Like,
It's killing
you know,
me.
I'm 29 now, and
Dude,
I'm
tell me to
people that I'm
chill
starting
out,
to,
please.
the people I'm starting to envy more are the people that have free time to enjoy their life.
Oh, man.
It's like, whoa, like you, like, you know, people retire at 60 and then they can't enjoy it because like their fucking joints hurt, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, take some time. Like I'm trying to live in my means. Like if I can, you know, if I can eat whatever I want at a restaurant, if I can live comfortably with not like really having to pay rent, if I have a place to make art, you know, like if you really sit down and think about what you value and not like get so caught in the rat race of like what everyone's doing, I think I mean, for me, that's starting to be more appealing.
Dude, I really appreciate you saying that because I struggle with that a lot.
Dude, it's hard, man. It's hard. But I mean, look at what you've built. It's like a double-edged sword. It's like, here I am in this is $100,000.
Okay, that was clickbait. Studio. That was clickbait. I low-key regretted that, but again, these are one of these things. I was
gonna say before.
These are one of these things where it's like you have to play that game of like having clickbait to get people's views. But
I mean, either way, you know, that might be like a little clickbaity, but like in terms of the hours you put in, and if you really add it up, like you have created like an incredible space at like one of the most desired spots.
Sure,
and like creatively in the world.
The point is not the amount of money the studio costs or all the equipment Chris and I use. It's the things we make, like the amount of effort
and the girls. No, I'm kidding.
The amount of effort we put into this podcast. You know, the amount of effort we put into our guests, the work I make, the photos. You know, it's like, yes, it's everything's expensive. It's arguably extremely lavish, and but like. It's to serve a function of what we do. And like, I've done it small. I've painted my bedroom, blah, blah, blah. And this is just where I'm at. I got the opportunity and we're making things at a big scale. But what I'm saying is I can't chill. Like I've
now you have all this on your shoulders that you have to like keep running.
I've incurred all of this responsibility that, you know,
I don't envy that.
So this is the thing. It's like, I'm caught in between, but you know what the double-edged sword is? Like, I've hauled all this responsibility. We have to do all this stuff to maintain it. The goal is to just literally keep this place. This is the dream. People are like, what are your future goals? I'm like, to fucking stay here because this is dope as fuck. I don't really need much. Of course, you know, you gain perspective. If I started getting 1 million views per video a month down the road, I would want more. You know, that's how the world works. If you started making 20 grand off any NFT a year down the road, you would want more. It's how it works. But it's like this double-edged sword is like, I love working. I love the fucking rat race. I love going ham. I love figuring it out. I love working long hours because it's what I love. But the balance for the rest of my life, the other categories of my life, my mental health, my personal relationships, my diet, what have you.
Yeah, you need some broccoli, man.
I put the rat race of my business and my passion, my identity before everything else.
Yeah.
Wow, deep. We just got deep.
Yeah,
I'm
I love
sorry.
it though. No, it's good, man.
But you struck a chord with me, and you're so right, bro. And I need to chill. And part of that includes not just chilling and taking a break, is just slowing down and doing the things I really want to do, like those projects
Yeah.
we were talking about in the beginning.
Yeah,
And
man.
I love you for saying that. I
No,
need more
of course,
advice from
man.
you.
I mean,
you
look,
wise
I
old
get,
man.
I get caught. Yeah, dude, I'm 29 now, bro. I'm fucking got it all figured out.
What was the
dude.
war like?
Dude, you want to show? Dude, you want to see the injury I got in the war?
Yeah.
Actually, this is crazy. So I'm here. Speaking of the rat race, here
Yeah.
I am post surgery. This is no joke. And Slew
Sorry.
hit me up. He said, "Yo, we need you for a filler
No,
episode."
we didn't say. I didn't
He
say
said,
that.
He said,
bro.
"Yo, we don't
We
have
didn't say
anybody
that.
cool for an episode."
We didn't
Like,
say that. We absolutely didn't say that. We didn't.
You would be-
nope.
no,
Nope.
yeah, I'm lying for attention, guys. Follow my Instagram.
It's not a filler.
Hey, this is
no, but look, I am okay. Let me just.
this is a gross warning. If you don't want to see
yeah,
anything
this
gross
is
on the
this is
screen.
post surgery, crazy gnarly skin.
I got holes in my leg right now.
I got holes in my leg, but don't call me a hole. Like, wow. Wait, can you go that way, Lil, so we go to your cam?
Oh yeah.
He's in it.
He's in it. You
yeah.
got it.
No,
All
he
right.
was fine there.
You guys
Okay.
remember when we could see on the monitor?
Oh yeah,
Look at that.
that's
Looks like-
insane. So yeah, our
graphic warning.
if this is your first episode watching Dean, our relationship was really built off both of our fans
Yeah.
hitting us up because we broke our legs very gnarly on the same day.
Yeah.
Dean's was worse,
Does
but
this work? There we go.
yeah, and this can go up and down
Got it,
also.
got it,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we met.
And so you just got your hardware out. All your shattered bones were attached from some.
Dude,
Alloys
I
and
wanted it
whatnot.
So bad. I wanted it so
Dude,
bad. Man.
the doctor gave me only 2 screws, but bro, the thing was the screws were way bigger than I thought.
Really?
Way
And are they
bigger,
like
bro.
regular looking screws?
They have a different head because
Can I go into your fucking bone?
yeah, but it's a certain type of metal that doesn't like erode. It could be like
Yeah.
organic,
Yeah.
but dude, they were like literally this big,
Yeah.
like and thicker than I thought, bro.
You don't have that big of legs.
No, that's what I'm
It's-
saying. But mine
yeah.
poked out also. Like I could
Yeah,
feel,
it did. Oh yeah.
but it was just like one of those things where it was like, it was probably this thick and like it was like this big,
Whoa.
bro. I swear to
Whoa.
God. I swear to God. With
Oh.
a head, with a normal like thicker part on the head.
Yeah.
And so that's a bummer that you didn't get to see yours.
Yeah. I was just telling you about this before. Yeah. Thanks, dude. You
My
know what I
bad.
mean?
Excuse me.
VERB energy bars. Hit up my Instagram. I'll give you the promo code. It's DeanSachi_official.
And Dean also just moved into a sick studio.
Yeah.
He's in Brooklyn now.
Yeah.
And so that's really exciting.
Dude,
How
that's
has
really
that been
exciting.
coming back? Tell us
Oh
about
my God,
coming
guys.
back.
Okay. Well, I started my leg story. I kind of want to just say how bad I wanted this fucking metal in my leg, and I
Okay.
couldn't get it.
I interrupted you.
Sorry.
And I'll fucking dive in, dude.
Because
You
it's
know
a
what I mean?
fucking
This is
life
kinda-
chapter.
It's kind of my podcast, so I feel like I can kind of take the.
Any guest who's on, it's their podcast.
All right, dude. So let me just. So I wanted the metal so bad. That was honestly like thinking back 50% of my reason of getting the surgery, because you don't need to get the metal out,
Mhm.
but like it was causing a little bit of pain, and like I looked it up and it said like you can gain like a little more mobility if you
Yeah.
get it out and things like that. 90% of people that get it out recommend it, you know?
Sure.
And but I just wanted the fucking metal, dude. I wanted it. I want to use it for like wind chimes in my studio.
Make a chain. Yeah.
Yeah, or something ridiculous, you know? They said it was the longest piece of metal they had ever put in someone's tibia.
I think, I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I
Yeah.
feel like they kept it to literally
Yeah.
show
Yeah.
upcoming doctors and surgeons be like,
Dude.
this was a gnarly case, but we
Dude,
did it.
It was from
We
the very,
fixed
yeah,
them.
yeah,
Literally.
like my shit. I guess we can pull up pictures. I don't know. We probably did that last
We
time.
did.
but
We have them.
Anyway, you know, it was from the very top of my knee all the way down to my ankle, and it was so long, and I just like I would look at the scans and I couldn't even wrap my head around it. I wanted it so bad. So they're like putting me on all this, like I got an IV in, and they're like putting me on all these like anxiety meds and like shit like that. Putting me like literally, I'm going under. They put the shit on my mouth. Yeah, the fucking like whatever smoke shit on my anesthetic on my mouth. And they're like, think of some happy stuff. And I literally take it off. I'm like, make sure you tell the surgeon I want the metal out of my leg. Every single nurse that came in, I was like, I want the metal. And I got out of surgery, which we talked about this. When you do anesthesia, like you literally go black
Mm-hmm.
and then you wake up and it's
Mhm.
over.
Mm-hmm.
It's
You woke
the
up in the
most-
hospital or your
I woke
house?
up in the hospital.
Okay.
Insane.
Dude, I
Fucking-
woke up like
Really?
a day and a half later.
Oh, dude, they gave you too much.
Well,
man.
the original surgery.
Yeah.
Like I woke up at like 3 a.m. My mom wasn't
Yeah.
even there, and I was like,
Whoa.
"What?" They're
What's
like, "You're
going on?
done."
It's so weird, man.
It's bizarre.
But yeah, I wake up and I just kept trying to get the medal. Anyway, it's not even a good story.
No,
but
it is. It's sad. I mean, R.I.P.
long
to
story
your
short,
medal.
I couldn't get it. They said they sent it to the lab. There was a lot of like
So
false
ambiguous, that statement.
Yeah, what the fuck is that
The
mean?
lab,
Why?
bro.
What are you doing? Like dissecting
They
this
sent it
piece
to
of
like, I don't know,
They're-
Duke University to
they're
like,
throwing it away. They just like,
maybe.
they probably like already put it in like the bin, and they were just like, oh shit, we forgot. Oh well.
They melted it down for the next victim
Yeah, maybe.
of a shattered
God, I
left
hope
knee.
so. I hope it lives on. I wanted it so bad.
So your new studio.
New studio, baby.
So
All
new
right.
leg, new dean. Moved in with your girlfriend. You're
Yes.
back. You used to live here.
Yes.
And what was the reason for coming back?
To be doing my podcast, dude. You know what I mean?
Dang.
I had to come here and
We could do a monthly one. Dean and Slew.
honestly, that'd be fun.
no. I'm kidding.
Come
I'm
on,
kidding.
dude.
No. Every
You
19
never let me have
episodes.
anything, dude.
Every 19 episodes.
19 episodes.
Yeah. So actually this is also a crazy story. So, all right, I packed all my stuff up from Kentucky to come to Brooklyn. I just wanted to get back. Like the reason why is hard to explain because honestly, in Kentucky, I'm paying $500 a month and I have a pool, I have a backyard, a front yard, a garage, an entire garage for my studio, everything. Like it logically makes no sense, but there's just, and I'm sure you can relate to this. You had a pretty big spot.
Had a great spot.
There's just like a buzz, man. There's
Mhm.
like an unexplainable buzz to the city that just feels like things are going on and other people are trying to make it, I'm
It's an
from I'm from
unreplic-
Louisville, Kentucky.
It's an
like,
unreplicated energy in New
Yeah.
York City. Without
and,
doubt.
While I was in Louisville, I had a show and it was really cool to like, reconnect with all my OG homies. It made me feel this sense of like real foundational support. But, it's like that's not going anywhere. I can still come here
Mhm.
and they're still there,
Mhm.
So anyway, I came here just to feel that again and I brought all my art shit and I was going to stay at my buddy's loft.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
what you
that's what we
told
talked
me.
about
Yeah.
before.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is kind of a long story. I don't need to get into it too much. I don't know how much he wants me to get into it. I won't say his name or anything, but he has this huge loft, one of the biggest in Brooklyn,
Whoa.
and he got into like he's completely rent free right now
Whoa.
because of this like ongoing case, and basically they started to try and crack down on him. And if he were to let me paint there, then it could be seen as me using his space as a commercial space, which would be bringing him income, which would be illegal on his part since he's in the middle of this
I
case.
see.
And yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, that fell through right at the last minute. Like I literally had all my art shit in my car and nowhere to put it now. And so I'm just like that's how I make my bread and butter,
Well,
so I was
yeah,
just like
true.
shook,
Mhm.
And like 3 days after that fell through, my girlfriend saw her friend post the studio available on Instagram on a story. Dude, this shit is so crazy. And so she sends me the link. I hit up the guy immediately. He says, yeah, man, like I'm here painting the walls right now. It's in Brooklyn. I say like, yo, I'll be there in a couple hours. I GPS it. It's a 30-second walk away from my apartment.
Across the street.
Dude. I was like, yo, I can be there right now.
Yeah.
I like hit him back. I was like, sorry,
Yeah.
like you're literally across the street. Hit him up, and he's this really cool guy, man. He's like one of the top lighting people for like the club scene in like all of New York.
Oh,
He
interesting.
does like these crazy lighting. I actually met him at something called Sustain Release, which is like basically adult summer camp. It's like a rave for adults.
Whoa, that's
Anyway,
cool.
But so I had already kind of known the guy. I was like, yo, you're you, and paid on the spot. It's a great little space. I'm sharing it with Clay,
Hell yeah.
and yeah, dude, he painted the floors green. He didn't even know that
I saw that,
Yeah.
dude. I was like,
So I always put turf on my floors
yeah.
or painted
I
green.
remember from the Louisville garage,
It's
right?
just like become my staple, man. Like when I had my show in Manhattan, I literally like, put so much elbow grease into lugging an entire football field of turf to Brooklyn from like, Shitville, upstate New York.
Hell yeah. That's so awesome.
And because I just need that turf on the floor. But he painted the floors green and he said it was the only color he had left. I was like, dude, this is my color. Like, you got to understand, this is like so perfect. And yeah, just serendipity, man.
Mhm.
We also have a backyard hangout area. And so Cold Boy Summer is on.
Hell
dude.
yeah. And we talked about that.
Yeah.
episode
So
one.
Wim Hof, we get a big
Yeah.
we get a big food trough. We fill it with water. We fill it with ice. You're obviously invited.
Oh, I'm gonna
it's,
wither.
Dude, it's
I'm gonna practice
it's
before
honestly
I come.
it's wholesome and it's really bonding. Like, and it's like, you know, there's nothing like getting really wasted with your homies. Like, I'll be the first to say that.
100%, bro.
I have a really good time doing that. This is like the same level of bonding, but it's like completely
I
wholesome.
love it.
Like,
Yeah, sober.
It's sober. Like everyone's
Yeah.
just, you can have some, drinks or whatever, like I want everyone to be comfortable.
But extreme like
but it's like-
uncomfortability.
It's like you're
that's an
going through
exercise.
this thing together. Aside from all the health benefits of taking an ice bath, there's so many. Like, when you're in a water full of ice,
Countless.
every like organ in your body, everything just starts working overtime to
Mhm.
make sure you stay warm. You burn like 200 calories in like 5 minutes,
Mhm.
So it's like really healthy just for all of your insides. But on top of that, it's like not easy to go in an ice bath. So like
Mental
when you
battle.
Yeah, when you go through that with somebody, it's like afterward, it's like this glow, man.
So you're saying 2 people in the trough,
Sometimes
face to face,
Dude,
Yeah, like
that's how we're gonna do
yeah,
it.
no, 100%.
You already know.
But I saw you and your homies. You would like
Yeah.
not that that's the
Yeah.
standard way of doing it, but you're saying you go through this with your homies figuratively
You can
and
do
literally.
it after each other.
Yeah.
We can do it literally in the same ice
Yeah.
bath.
No,
which
I love
is
it, bro.
A lot of fun, man.
And you might need to start charging people because
We'll
people are
see how
gonna
big it
want
gets,
that,
man.
bro.
We'll see how big it
Cold
gets.
boy
It got-
summers.
It got pretty big in Louisville,
Yeah?
man. Like we
Well, you had
started
the pool,
doing it
you
every
had the
Sunday.
backyard.
Yeah,
Sounds like a vibe.
yeah. We had Jim Joe wanted to come. He's the lead singer of My Morning Jacket.
Jim Joe.
Yeah. Or no. I'm sorry, Jim James. Isn't it James? Oh yeah, Jim Joe's the artist. Yeah. Who? That's a whole different story.
That's awesome.
But anyway, yeah, that was cool. It ended up getting kind of big. So I'm excited to bring that energy here, and just we got a little spot to have like little pop-ups and things like that.
Mhm.
Get some broccoli gear out there.
Hell yeah,
Grow
that's
the,
awesome.
Grow the
Dude.
cult.
I'm so excited for this summer. Honestly, this past summer I like couldn't even enjoy because I was just driving from Connecticut to here,
Oh,
like
God, I
literally
bet.
twice a day for like the whole summer. Finally, at the end, it was better, but still, I was trying to set everything up and I couldn't chill. I like haven't chilled, but I'm gonna chill now. I'm
Good.
taking this like LA trip as my escape, as my slate renewal.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited about it because like I've been thinking about it for a while, but I actually talked about it with my roommate really seriously, even Phil and Chris. Like it's just like I don't know why. You gotta take care of number one first,
Yeah,
Me.
man,
I
it's
feel
true.
like I'm it's just so like dramatic and
Dude,
stupid,
I
but
love to hear it.
I
We're
feel like
getting
I'm
the
working
inside
for
scoop.
Slew.
Yeah.
And Sam,
Wow.
me, is like
Wow.
literally like being balled and chained around
Yeah,
to this
yeah.
slave of Slew, the things. And again, it's my own doing. I'm not complaining. I'm very lucky and I'm super grateful, but it's like
Right.
I'm wearing thin and I need to like reassess the perspective of
Dude,
like what
get
makes
off,
me
like,
happy.
Straight up on this LA trip, just try and
Oh, I'm
delete
hiking.
Instagram,
I'm vegan and
delete-
sober on this trip, bro.
For real? Yeah. that's
Not
gonna
really,
be
but kind
like
of.
a dopamine cleanse.
Yeah,
you
for
know?
sure. No social media,
Yeah,
hiking
yeah.
around. My homie is like extremely like
Yeah.
health conscious, so he's gonna hopefully snap me into shape. But it's
That's
true,
good.
bro. And I feel like, well, actually, I feel like a lot of my friends have been talking about it because Chris and I are in the world of like, working for yourself,
Yeah,
not the
yeah.
9 to 5. Like, there's no, this. We're not in an institution. We're
We're
not.
big kids, man. Only
Yeah.
a few of us can do it. We're all just big kids.
But when you
It's
work
like,
for yourself and these things, it's like
then
it's
you gotta
hard.
be the adult.
You
gotta
gotta
like,
you
yeah,
gotta like
that's true.
somehow manifest this discipline to like
Yeah.
do, hit the beats of being a normal adult and
Right,
balancing, the work life, which is hard, easier said than done. And everyone's like, "You're so lucky. You like work for yourself. You have this creative
man,
hobby."
it's
I'm
the
like,
same.
of
It's like-
course, but I also like it's really hard to do everything. And it's again, I'm not complaining, but it's a perspective.
It doesn't
that
seem
people
like you're
don't really
complaining,
know.
by the way. It seems like
I'm
you're
just making
keeping it
sure
real.
people are like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you got this sick studio," and like,
Oh yeah,
I'm
no,
like, yeah,
I think
boo-hoo
it's
for
clear
Slew,
that-
but
I think it's clear that
it's like personal internal
you're
shit.
grateful for everything, but it's like
a
we talked
transparent
about
wireframe,
earlier.
baby.
Yeah, dude, it's good. I think it's endearing because
Mhm.
also it's like it's inaccessible when someone is just like only talking about the wins and only talking about,
Oh.
and it's like then you get people start to treat you that way.
Yeah, and being
it's
put
like,
on a pedestal is not the move. As much as
Yeah.
you want attention or like anything, like
yeah.
the higher
No, it
you
feels
are, the
weird.
farther you have to
No, I
fall
agree. It
with
feels
people's ideas of you.
Dude, you know what I did recently that like really like changed my headspace.
What?
Can we talk about drugs on here?
100%, dude. I mean, you're not like
Dude, you got
some
like
meth head.
13-year-olds watching.
No, dude. We're
An
adults.
hour,
Yeah.
17
Yeah.
minutes in, I think the drug people are good.
They're out. Yeah, okay, right.
Anybody who cares is
they're
not
like, what
listening.
the fuck? They dipped out of NFTs. They're like, dude, are you kidding me? All right, dude. So I did fucking DMT for the first time.
Recently?
Yeah, it was like probably a week ago.
Holy shnikes.
And dude, so I've seen like the spirit molecule. I've always been really interested in DMT. And
Wow.
There's a documentary called The Spirit Molecule.
I've seen it.
and-
I've
and,
also
like-
read The Cosmic Serpent.
Yeah.
I used to be very into it.
Yeah. And so I've always been like really intimidated by it. Like I can only do this when I'm ready. And, it'll be kind of like this portal into this like kind of afterlife experience, things like that. It's been really intimidating, but it just kind of came up organically around a bunch of friends I really trust. And they all have done it before and they all take it really seriously. And they're like, we're just hanging out. And they're like, yeah, we could do this tonight. They light some candles, they have this big room and like they play this nice kind of like calming meditational music and things like that. And everyone was quiet and really respectful of the experience.
Mhm.
And I was like, yeah, I'm in, I want to go next. And dude, it was so cool, man. It was like,
Wow.
so first off, I didn't like fully like blast off, you
Mhm.
know, but
And you smoked it?
yeah, we smoked it. So you do 3 hits.
Right.
So you do 1 and then things start to kind of like get weird and then you exhale and then you do 2. Usually people dip out at 2.
Mhm.
I exhaled 2 and then did 3 and then laid down and then was like, yo, I was like already in this other place and I was like, I want to do 4.
Whoa.
So I did fucking 4.
Wait, but so you didn't
Hits.
blast off?
I didn't fully blast off. So
But you were in
blasting off was,
another.
I was, yeah. So, okay. So this is how the experience was for me, dude. Like, and it felt so familiar that I think that doing like the Wim Hof breathing and the ice bathing has kind of like, I mean, they say that releases like a little bit of DMT
Sure.
too.
I believe you.
But
yeah.
it's like when you do the Wim Hof, like you do 30 breaths and then you hold your breath and it, floods your body with all these chemicals. And it's like, if you focus on like the center of your head, you can it's almost like you can like grasp into this portal.
Wow.
Like you're like kind of peeking in and you're like, there's
Your
something different
pineal
there.
gland. Of,
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Yeah.
you're getting a little taste, and you're like trying to consciously get further in that. With DMT, it was like, it just like opens up and is like coming at you. It's like,
Wow.
whoa, but it's like, I don't know, man. So it's crazy. I see this image and it's this like tiki head, like almost from Crash Bandicoot. You remember the tiki
Hell
head?
yeah.
And
yeah,
it was
yeah.
like fractaling and like all these crazy lights and shit.
Whoa.
And dude, it had money signs just fucking beaming out of its eyes, dude. Money signs that are like these green money signs with like this neon yellow
Oh
behind
my
them, just
God.
like just coming out, like
Shooting at you?
shooting at me, dude. And I'm just sitting there crying, laughing. I'm like, this is so
Really?
fucking ridiculous. Like everyone else was like completely silent.
Wait, so
you
you're
know?
laying down. Are
Yeah.
you? Can you see your environment, or you're
Close my
gone?
eyes. It's like
but-
dim lit, only candle
But
lighting.
like you on another place. Like, have you done salvia before?
I did when I was like, like.
And I
16
did that,
or
and I
something.
was like, it was a crazy experience. I
Yeah.
couldn't see for like 15 minutes in another place. But
Yeah.
it's way obviously different. I haven't done
Yeah.
DMT. I'm just saying. I'm assuming that
DMT
experience is
Yeah.
different.
Oh, it's I
like
guess
you weren't coherent. Could you have walked around if you
Mm,
needed
yeah,
to?
Yeah. So
Oh,
I was,
really?
No, I
Okay.
couldn't have walked around, but I was still aware. And this is how I know I didn't blast off. I was still like aware that people were around me and that I was in a
Okay.
room.
Interesting.
There was maybe a split second where I was not aware,
Uh-huh.
but I think blasting off is when you're like no longer on this
Yeah,
planet
it's
and
like a
you're,
K-hole. I mean, that's a
don't
bad
know, but
analogy,
yeah.
but I understand what
Yeah.
you're saying.
It was
Yeah.
really interesting. It felt incredibly
Bad
familiar.
analogy, excuse me.
Yeah. I mean, K-holes I think can be therapeutic for people too. I think all drugs kind of have a bad
Sure.
rep if you
People
look
love
at
ketamine
'em.
these days for like PTSD
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
depression.
it's like-
Anyways,
But it was anyway. Long story short, it was really, really insane. It was like this weird look into this other portal where everything felt like really familiar. It felt like coming back to reality was like the unfamiliar place.
wow, that's
It
very
was like,
interesting.
whoa, like everything kind of, I don't know, dude. And so anyway, no one can ever explain a DMT trip. Like I'm not even gonna
that's
try,
what I've heard.
I guess.
Yeah,
But like
100%.
I saw these beings. It was really fucking cool, and they all felt like my friends. And then, like after that, like even to this day, in this weird way, like I feel like more connected to my inner child, if that makes sense. Like, 'cause I hate when people like do this type of talk, because it's like, oh, you're a fucking inner child. But like, I was like,
your adolescent self.
yeah, I was like remembering the feeling of how comfortable I felt when I was at the jungle gym at the YMCA when I was
Wow.
at a kid. And it wasn't like, I can remember that happening, but like, it was like,
The feeling.
it was like, I really remember how I felt there, and I can like use this comfort right now in my adult life.
wow.
It was like,
That sounds profound.
it was like really, and so I feel like it was a weird reset of like what's important. And anyway, the only reason I bring all this up is I don't encourage anyone to do drugs, but I know that you're
talking about
kinda-
perspective
you,
shift.
you got a lot of shit going on, and
Yeah.
like if you know, for me now, I know that I have that in my back pocket. Like I don't feel the desire to do it again. It's not like you know, cocaine or like anything like that. Not that I've done it. No, I was just kidding. But
No,
it's
I
not
know what
like
you mean. Yeah,
you don't want to like dive
you're
back
not-
into it.
Yes,
But it is it's not addictive, but you know that you can kind of revisit that place, and it is like a reset. And sometimes it's not cathartic. Like I really liked the experience because I
It was
think
positive
I
overall?
had, yeah, because it's positive. But
that's awesome.
you know, but overall, like even when people have a bad time on it, it's like they deal with some shit that they kind of are suppressing.
some shit comes up.
It comes up. And
I've
then-
heard about it a lot.
so
Yeah,
it's like purging. You
I've
fucking-
wanted to try it, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty nervous, to be honest. And like
Yeah.
I've done not acid a lot, but I've done it like 5 or 6 times, and a couple of them were pretty not great experiences. Not that it's the same, but it's like that sort of kind of jumping off the edge of, you know, those kind of powerful
Yeah.
things. I'm like, I get a little nervous,
Me too.
and then I
man.
get anxious, and then you
Yeah.
don't want to be anxious going into those.
Well,
things,
that's
sort of
funny. I
thing.
was pretty anxious, and
Were
it
you?
kind of like the first thing that happened was my belly felt warm,
Ooh,
and it was like
the
that.
nausea.
No, warm in a good way.
I know, okay, but
But yeah,
the
I mean,
belly butterflies, the anxious. That's what happens with acid for me.
Yeah,
You
I
get
don't
this
like acid,
pressure,
man. I
and
don't
it's
like
like,
acid.
oh,
But
you get nervous.
Yeah, I
and-
know what you mean. I know what you
Anyways,
mean.
do whatever you want, everyone listening.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's really interesting, bro. That's
Yeah,
really
anyway,
interesting.
Just because, you know, like I care about mental health, you know,
100%.
more so every year. And we live in a very fucking, such a strange political climate, huh?
Yes, this will be the second 2 hours of the podcast. No, we're gonna not talk about
No,
that.
I
But
know,
that's
I fucking
very
with you.
interesting,
I just
man.
honestly
And
love that phrase.
honestly, you said that it was comfortable with your friends, it was a good environment, it came out very organically. That sounds like something
Yeah.
that would be
And yeah.
beneficial, not like, I want to do DMT. I'm planning on doing
Yeah.
DMT, you know,
Yeah.
October 16th at
Yeah,
6
yeah,
a.m.
yeah,
we're going
yeah,
to do
yeah,
it. Yeah. So, but that's,
100%.
yeah, very cool.
Yeah, it was cool, man. So, I don't know, dude, I wish you the best on this big reset trip, man. Yeah, I
And-
recommend just trying to unplug and,
Yeah.
you know,
Thanks.
experience some
And I don't
nature
want to, I don't want to be dramatic about this crazy, like, new resolution reset. I just am trying to, like, you know, it's a slow, just to develop better patterns. We're talking about working out, exercise is, I feel like, so pivotal to mental health. And I feel like everyone knows that. And I just
Yeah.
haven't been, like, keeping up with, you know, I feel like a slob physically, editing, painting all day. Anyways, these are just little things. It's not rocket science. It's just like, hey, switch
Yeah.
up some of the patterns of your life and
No, it's hard, man.
be disciplined. It's just the discipline is the hardest, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you have a lot of discipline. There's no question
But
about
that's
that.
what, yeah,
you
in one thing,
channel
the
it into
only
the-
thing. You know,
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's like, yes.
I gotta get some advice from Mateo Lane,
Oh
dude.
my God, bro.
You kidding me with that guy? He's what does he not do? You know? He's
Yeah,
ripped,
dude, he's so ripped.
and he's an artist. and a
I have a
comedian.
fucking massive crush on him. Anyways,
There it is, folks.
let's do a NFT project to be determined. Maybe we'll do like a spring drop. I don't know. I want to do it, bro. You've gotten me so
yeah,
inspired.
no, drop. Let's
What?
get some.
What,
Let's get some
Chris?
broccoli comments
You
in
just
here.
held out your fist and then you slowly disappeared.
Oh,
it.
I didn't mean to.
And Dean just stared at your
Oh, really?
hand.
I was just.
He just stared at your
Dude,
hand.
I didn't even register.
I
that.
just
Are you
love-
sure? Maybe I think I was looking at my Verb energy bar.
Oh.
I just love touching
No,
this
but-
table that I polyurethane.
Dude, I hope that did happen, and if that did, and it looks like I
Slow-mo.
just ghosted you.
No,
it
I
did.
ghosted you.
Oh,
I-
No, Dean ghosted you and then
Yeah.
you just like.
That's
Oh,
right,
really?
so-
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, that's what it looked like from this
I
angle.
wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, if that did happen, I think that should be the clip on Instagram.
Word.
That'd be just fucking hilarious.
I got you.
But I love you. This was a dude. We had
Yeah.
nothing planned today because we did the
Yeah.
interview already, and I love the NFT, and I
Yeah.
love that. That was really interesting. So if people made it this far,
Yeah,
that
that's
was
That's
awesome.
pretty impressive if you made it this far. I will say we didn't even have to put a wig on or anything for these.
dude, we just ripped for
Yeah.
what 90
We
minutes.
had like stuff prepared just
how
in
many minutes
case.
did we just go?
Like 123.
Just absolutely penetrated.
That went by quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Did
Always
that go by
does.
quick for you all? Or are you just like these fucking assholes?
I'm
Well, for us, the most we
Clay's
talking. Yeah, Clay's like,
Clay's like,
"Get the
these
fuck
motherfuckers
out of
trying
here. Dark out.
Everyone follow Clay Devlin, by the way. Clay.Devlin.
Everything will be in the description.
Something like that. I honestly can't hear you in these
Yeah.
headphones. I'm
Yeah.
in my own little room asleep right now.
But yeah, round 2, the first repeat Slewniverse podcast.
Dude, please do this as episode 20.
We could sit on it. We could sit
you
on
know,
it for a
we
while.
can do that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
but
if
then
you want to.
No podcast comes out next week.
Actually, no. You know.
And then we have to record another one
no,
after.
drop it.
everything.
Drop it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Drop it. It'll be fun. How
No,
I
you'll
yeah.
just be the 38th episode.
Honestly,
now.
do drop it because
Good
I'm
math.
trying to get this. I'm trying to release these fanny packs and these hoodies.
Hell yeah.
You broccoli.
Can
make
you
art.
trademark broccoli, or is that a no-go?
I can trademark that broccoli design,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't trademark the vegetable broccoli.
I don't know.
But I will say,
Never
dude,
say never.
Big Sugar's got it handled. Big Sugar's fucking trademarking everything. I gotta take some notes.
All right.
All right.
That was wonderful. Thanks, Dean.
Blessed be your name.